Handheld gaming has changed. With things like the Switch and Steam Deck, handheld gaming has become what we all wanted as children. Home gaming on the go. But I still miss when handheld gaming was different to home gaming. In so many ways. The era I come from, the home only had one TV, and this was very much the domain of our parents. Of course I had my NES, but that didn't mean I could play it whenever I wanted. Handheld gaming freed us to play whenever we wanted. The first thing that comes to mind when I think about handheld gaming is something like this. There are thousands of different types of these. A basic LCD game. I always used to like the fact it had a kickstand, so you can use it as a bedside clock. Very much a clone of the Nintendo Game & Watch series. I did have one of those at one point, Mario Cement Factory. I also had a mandatory Tiger Electronics. Sonic it was. I also think about gaming watches. I remember being gifted one by my parents for my birthday, and I was given strict instructions not to take it to school. So of course, I did, and it instantly got broken. I would guess most people my age, their first thought of a handheld is this, the OG. Nothing ages someone more than reminiscing about putting 4 AA batteries into it. And some things never change. I still can't find 4 that match. I got my Game Boy, this very one, on my 10th birthday, packed in with Tetris. I played it for hours at a time. Eventually I acquired more games and accessories, and it became a very important part of my childhood. I didn't really take it outside the house though. I was too scared. Scared I would lose or damage it. But it gave me freedom to play whenever I wanted. So long as there was a window or a lamp to play under. Eventually I got a light attachment. Of course, this doubled the amount of batteries I needed. And a magnifying glass. It all looks so comical nowadays. The miniaturization of electronics wasn't what it is now. Handheld gaming was limited compared to their console cousins. But this led to innovation. Simple ports couldn't be done. Games had to be specifically designed for the handheld. Typically, this was done on a tighter budget and smaller dev teams. Because of this, they had more freedom to make games work in a pick-up-and-play kind of way. I always love how the boxes were smaller, emphasising the portability. This continued for many years, and arguably Nintendo are still doing it with the Switch and Switch 2. Some were even passion projects. When trying to port Nintendo's Zelda Link to the Past to the Game Boy, the team ended up creating Link's Awakening, effectively working in their spare time to do it. Despite the limitations of the original Game Boy, the devs did an amazing job, and Link's Awakening is now considered one of the best. Again, they had the freedom to do something different with the franchise. Mario made his debut on handheld gaming, in a world long away from the Mushroom Kingdom, and saving a different princess. The follow-up, Super Mario Land 2: 6 Golden Coins, saw the introduction of a new character called Wario, the villain and end boss of the game. This led to many new games starring the character. And do I even need to mention Pokemon? And systems were actually portable, with the peak, in my opinion, being the Game Boy Advance SP, AGS 101 model. This is genuinely pocket-sized. It's got a flip screen to protect it, an integrated rechargeable battery. As things developed, Nintendo found new ways to innovate handheld gaming. The DS and 3DS, with its dual screens and stylus, again differentiating itself from the consoles at the time. And all of this led to more innovation in gaming titles. Nintendo also used its handheld division to effectively trial run ideas before they ended up on the home consoles. New Super Mario being a prime example. This showed there was still a market for classic 2D platformers, and the franchise ended up spanning many console sequels. Probably too many in the end. Of course, there have been some amazing handhelds from the likes of Sega, Sony, Neo Geo, etc. I just don't happen to own any of those. Yet. As mentioned, with the likes of the Switch and the Steam Deck, handheld gaming has now reached that singularity we wanted as children. True console gaming on the go. But I can't help to feel a little sad for what has been lost. The innovative games from smaller teams, limited by the hardware. What great titles there could have been, and now will never be. But there is hope. The indie developers limited on budget, and hobbyists making new ROMs and games for old systems. And the flood of the market with some very nice handheld emulators. So maybe, just maybe, the handheld scene isn't quite dead yet. Thank you for spending time with me today, and I hope to see you back here soon.